Hey everyone, so this is Isaac. I wanted to show you FlipGrid. FlipGrid is a great video audio response tool that allows learners to respond to a stated question or topic. Video response really engages learners to have an authentic response, and you'll hear or see less of the ditto, I agree with so-and-so as a response, and you're going to get more of an authentic, genuine answer. So I wanted to show you how we in DoDEA can use this tool while still following DoDEA's guidelines. Alright, so I'm going to show you this process. And it's a little bit lengthy in the first setup, but the more you get used to doing it, the easier and quicker it's going to be. So I'm going to walk you through that overall process. Ultimately, you can have anyone come to this flipgrid.com, and if you have an access code, they just enter that access code and join in. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to set it up as a guest mode where it allows guests to join in, and essentially your students are going to be guests, so it does not require a username or password or login to join and have authentic conversation through video response. Okay, so that's for students, this first section here. The next part, the Educator Login, I'm going to log in with my account, and I have I have it connected. I'm just going to continue to log in. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pretend like I have nothing here. I'm starting from scratch. And what I'm going to do in my account, I'm going to click New Grid. What I have to do, essentially have to create a classroom in FlipGrid for myself and my students. So I just selected this choose topic, and I'm using school email domain. Doesn't matter if it's K through 12. Okay. Name your grid. So, Mr. Bancroft's reading rock stars. Okay. And I'm going to select a grid picture. Just helps separate grids a little bit. I'm going to go to textures. Sorry, I like this one. Alright, so because I said school email domain, all you have to type in is the last part after the @ symbol. And press enter, and launch grid. Now we're going to come back to this, alright? We don't need to share this particular grid right here. Click all set. Alright, now I'm going to go back one level so you can see where I'm at now. Alright, so we just created the Mr. Bancroft's Reading Rock Stars. Perfect. To access this grid, I'm going to go into it. I'm going to click on it and go into it. And what I need to do is I need to create a topic now. Right? And the topic is essentially what our students are going to respond to. So the topic, Fluency Reading Review. What's nice is that I do have to fill out the required fields. No big deal there. I can change my response time from 15 seconds to 5 minutes. For our younger readers, you might want that 5 minutes to get in the content. They may have to do multiple videos, or give our younger readers a smaller section to read. Our older readers, again, it's up to you. It just depends on the need of our learners. And the description is essentially what are they doing, right? Choose a story to read. Okay, so I have my description in there. Choose a story to read and record. When you're finished reading the story, listen to your recording for fluency. What do you notice you can improve on? Very simple. Right? So you're going to come down here. Now, topic privacy, I would not mark this as moderate. Otherwise, you as an instructor are going to have to say, yep, approve, yep, approve, yep, approve. That's going to take too much time out of your day. It's not worth that time, and time is a commodity. Okay. Down below, you're just going to make sure it's active. As you can see, I'm just kind of skipping over it. Topic resources. Now, you can add additional resources to the topic. Just be careful here that if you add emojis and GIFs and Vimeo and YouTube videos, this is going to possibly distract your learner from the actual topic of reading and reviewing their fluency. So I would recommend that you hold off on adding these components to it. You can keep scrolling down. I am going to recommend here under video features that the selfie decorations, that you turn those off, because our kiddos can get lost in decorating their selfie. That's the kind of their screenshot of the video. And you're spending a whole lot of time on the selfie and less on the actual content of learning. All right, so allow for reactions, allow for replies. This is where you're going to step from substitution of just recording a video to augmentation, modification, more modification, because we're doing it in an online platform. But then we could by having a public audience to get feedback, authentic feedback from peers or from teachers, this really brings us into the modification or redefinition levels of the SAMR reflection model. So really helpful to know that as you move forward. Once you're finished, down below there's a create topic. I'm going to create that topic. And I'm going to click got it. Now eventually you're going to grab a code. And this is where we're going to do it. So now I have my topic. Here's what my topic looks like. And as my learners add their video reflections in their videos of them reading, it's going to show here in this list right here. What you want to do now, though, is we want to add a topic guests. Okay. So when I click that guest mode, I'm going to turn on guest mode. And this is the access code, this information right here below this slightly gray line that you can probably barely see. This is the information that you want to copy and share with your students. So if you have this access code, I'm going to copy that, go back to FlipGrid. I can enter that access code right here. And boom, takes me right in. I don't have to log in with an account. I'm still following DoDEA's guidelines, and we're having authentic, modern 21st century learning opportunities. The other option is you can copy this URL, embed it into your classroom website, classroom Google site, and kids can click on it, or drop it in Schoology, and your students can click on that link and go directly to FlipGrid. Again, let me try that. I'm going to paste that URL right here and enter. Boom. Right there. We've just made it into it. Now, there's one more piece that I'm going to share with you that's super important. When a student or a learner is ready to respond, click tap to record and click that plus button. They're going to have to enter some information. Now, to stay within the guidelines, in particular the PII guidelines of DoDEA, we do not have to enter the full first name. And if you'll notice, email address is optional, so this will work for K through 12. Okay? So for my name, I'm just going to put in my first initial of my first name and my last initial of my last, or the first initial of my last name. Or you can put in your student ID number. Okay, does not really matter as long as we do not put in our first and last names in full, our full spelling it out. Okay, so for our purposes, I'm going to do this. And let's go. So now it's going to allow me to record. Now you're not going to see my camera here because I'm using it in the screencast. I'm going to record my video. I can have sticky notes, and these are essentially just sticky notes for talking points. If this might be great for book talks where I hold up a book, presentations, things along those lines. So keep it in mind. Keep it in mind for various options and topics and keeping it fresh for learning. Okay, record when you're done. So I'm going to do a quick recording. Obviously you're not seeing the camera because I'm using it down here in my screencast. And once we're done, I click pause. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. Okay, I'm going to pause. And something that you might be able to see, okay, I can re-watch this. I'm going to go next. So right now, it's recording to me, or it's rereading it to me, replaying it to me. How would I say that? So it's replaying it to me. As you can see, it's tracking. I'm going to click next. Now I'm going to snap a selfie. Again, it's not going to allow me to use my camera, only because I am using it in the screencast. I take a selfie, boom, you've got a picture of yourself, and then you submit it. Ba-bam! Right? I've just completed my first recording. It is right there. Now, what's nice is, as a learner, I can reply. So I'm replying to a friend. And I can reply back with a discussion. So now we're having a two-way conversation, but not at the same time. Holy moly, can you believe that? So essentially what you're looking at right now is just FlipGrid, where we are still staying within DoDEA's guidelines as they've prescribed them for us. We've got a list here. We can follow up. As an educator, as the teacher, we have a running record of essentially our students' work, and we can invite our parents to watch the progress and show them the progress through parent-teacher conferences, etc. And our students have the opportunity to respond to each other for peer feedback, for offering tips for improvement, being critical friends during presentations, asking follow-up or clarification questions. So many different ideas that can really benefit our learners. All right, that was a lot. I'm going to empower you to move forward with this. Run with it, share it, use it, do it with your kids. However, you have to make sure you have this guest mode open. Okay? This is critical at this time. So that guest mode must be what you use. If you have any questions, reach out. I'd be happy to help you and work through it with you. All right, have a great day.